All right, the next thing I'm going to do is paint around the window, the door. We got to paint around the fridge, any of the edge of the cabinets, going up around here, the closet. Television will have to come down. I might hold off on that just because. Right now we can still watch the news, whatever. And then I got to do the accessories around. Pull these heater thermostat covers off, and I want to paint around here. So what I come up with is I have my Country White I had, and then I don't know, 2-3 years ago, whatever, when I was in Home Depot, they had for $30. Somebody mixed up this color and didn't like it full. So I'm going to mix that, which I've done. I played around, got my color I like. And I'm doing like a 4-to-1. Getting a lighter gray. And then I want to use that for the walls. So I'm gonna paint a board so I have a match. Like that. And then I'm going to compare it to the cabinets, which is this one on the right. And then that's our color we come up with. So it looks white, but it's gray. That's what I want, a real light on the wall. And then I think I'll hold it up to the ceiling, show you that. Let's see here. So this is pretty close to cabinet color. And that's our whitewash ceiling. Now I'll show you the wall color I want to use. And the paint is still wet on this. But see how much light color difference here we got. About 3 shades lighter. So there's our color. I'm just going to go around, like I said, around the trims and things and where the walls are going to be seen before the cabinets get put up, and then paint these walls. Okay, I got 2 coats of paint on everything. Anything that'll come in contact with the cabinets, around the trims. What do you think of the color? Real light gray. You see the shadow, that looks darker, lighter. I think it's a good color. It's still wet over here. Just going around the windows, that kind of thing. And then where the microwave's going to be, and the back of the stove. And the fridge over there, I think we're going to use a darker color, so it matches the cabinets. But I got enough of this, I probably could go ahead and put the first coat on using this paint. Prime the refrigerator enclosure. When that's all dry, we're going to get some gray paint on it, then we're going to start on our soffit. I got 2 coats of paint on it. What do you think? Looks pretty good, don't it? I got a little bit of a gloss, semi-gloss finish on it. That should hold up pretty well. I've got to go down, liven the power and the water, and we can temporarily put the fridge back till we do the floor. We got to work on the soffits next. I'm going to figure out if I want to frame them up or install the cabinets and then frame it up. Well, I decided to put a couple cabinets together so I can see what the finished look is, the exact dimensions, any overhangs, so that I can get my soffit heights. And they're not too bad. These are RTAs, obviously. If you buy cabinets already assembled, you need a storage building to put them in. These come in smaller boxes. What I like about them is they're solid plywood, every piece, even the shelves. And the hardware is painted the color of, the inside pretty much. And the difference I'm doing, these are dado joints, is I'm putting construction adhesive in the grooves, and then I got a damp sponge wipe up any excess. So what they get is they get a screw together, glue together, and then on the backs they have a pre-drilled slot for screws. So they're pretty rugged cabinets, and so I'm going to be pretty happy with them. And they're multi-ply plywood, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ply. That's pretty rugged. And so they should stay flat, square, strong enough to put all your glasses or pots and pans in. And the ones I chose are through Lowe's, which are the Reliabuilt and they're in the color gray. And so that's our plan. And let me show you. Like there's the color, and see our wall color looks a little more white. It looks gray if you look at it by itself. You bring it to the cabinets, now it looks white. So I think I did well on my color choice. And I'm not going to put the doors on yet. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to assemble, that was the bridge cabinet for the microwave. And because we got to do the venting and so on for that. And then the next one is going to be the first upright, so I can locate the vent cabinet. So the bridge cabinet. So I'm going to assemble these, get these together. I'm not going to bore you with that. They give you good directions. You know, they're labeled. You know, A2, your hardware's all labeled. Slow close hinges, you know, everything's, I like them. I mean, they're pretty simple, straightforward. All the holes are pre-drilled. And so you set your screws in the hole, you're all done. The only thing I'm doing is I'm leaving them a little loose before assembly, because if you tighten that up, you're going to have a tough time getting it in there without, you know, hammering it. And like I said, the glue, putting the glue in the joints, it's just going to make a tough looking box, you know, tough box. So I'll put a couple together and get my dimensions so we can do the soffit. All right, so I assembled them two cabinets, and I got a little bit of lost footage here. But I got my pony clamps. I've had these for years. You put them on, you line up your face frame, you line up the top, tighten them up. Then this swivels down, clicks like that and like that. And then you drill your hole, and then put your screw in to clamp the two together. And you can use a recess screw, trim screw. I might even just use these cabinet screws. They don't look bad. I don't like when you countersink them. If you ever want to take them out, you split the face of the cabinet. And that does worse of a mess than looking at a screw, you know. And you can either do it on the cabinet, it's not going to be seen as much, or in this one, it doesn't really matter, I guess. It's easier to do it in this cabinet because I can fit the drill in there. And then put your screw in, line them up nice and flush, tighten them up. See that you unscrew the sides, pull your clamp off. It's just a two-way clamp. And you see the screw is right through the hole. This just swivels up. That's your drill hole, and that's your screw hole. So then we just take her off, unclamp her, and then make sure our shims are good, and finish screwing it to the wall. I'm doing on the top, see that? To the stud, washer head screw. Looking good. All right, and I brought the microwave out, and I got the vent hooked up on the top of it. And this just has the baffle in it. And then I wanted to mount it. I've got my plate on, 2 studs. I drilled my holes, made a mess here. Got my 2 bolts down. And then they want you to cut out this big thing off the template for your vent to go up through. And it's a shame the outlet's sort of in the way. It might be fine, but it never seems to be exactly where you want it. So remember, I got the bracket on the wall. Dawson helped me. We sit the microwave in the hooks up there, the 4 little pins, and then we pulled the cord up through. And they want you to cut this great big hog hole, 6 1/4, because then if you ever need to take this plate off, you can do it without tearing it out of here. Then we got our big safety bolts down through the top into the cabinet down in. I got my outlet done. It's not livened up in the basement yet, but it's there. So we got a cord on it. And let's test this out. We got, I don't even have the plastic off it yet. We got, well, there's the fan. And you see that? It lit up 4 here. 3, 2, 1, off. Here's a light. Look at that. High, low. 4. Look up here with this air. Look. Watch it. I'm going to shut it off again. Watch it. See the flapper close? That should lose some air, shouldn't it? So then when Dawson's burning in the kitchen, we can exhaust it outside. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and put my venting in. So the ductwork needs to be hooked up. I drilled my hole. We're going to send a pipe up through, connect into that. We're going to put some metal tape around them, seal them all up. and then we'll do the doors on the cabinets afterwards. But what this does is now this establishes the height of the cabinets, the depth of the cabinets, so that I can figure out if I want to do the soffit flush or if I want to bring it out proud or if I want to butt it on the front edge of this. I'm not sure yet. And likes playing with this, what do we call it?
The potato, or the chip, what's it called?
The potato chip crimper.
Yeah.
But we're making that pipe a little smaller so that we can go over, because we want the fumes to go this way. So we want this pipe on the outside. We need that one smaller, and we're going to do it with the other pipe up there too to make sure the direction is good. And then we're gonna put this metal tape around it, and we're gonna seal it all up nice, right?
Yep.
You got your paint shirt on, don't you? Where'd you get that? 4-H?
Yeah.
Tobacco marketing something. Where'd you get that one? It was 4-H or something.
It was in the center of town.
Oh,
the fun day thing.
Yeah, fun day for the school. That's right. So he's doing that, and then we're gonna get the rest of this ducting put together.
All right, got it all vented outside now. We actually made these 2 pipes right there so that we could extend it up enough because the elbow wasn't high enough. So we got it up and out, and it's going downhill, and you put a little anchor right there to support it. So
we still got to do the soffit.
He's going to put the soffit over that.
It does have a little bit of a creep going downhill, which any moisture should escape. So what we're going to do now is we're going to plug it in, and then we're going to go outside and check it.
All right, we're outside here. Flapper's open and it's cranking out.
How much air do you feel up there?
Quite a lot.
Oh, you feel way down here, don't you?
Yeah.
Wow, that's going to be awesome to get the steam out when you're making Dawson some spaghetti or something.
Awesome.
So we've got our pitch. I changed that again. We got about 1/8 of an inch slope. And then, so we did our duct work. We tested it. That outlet up there is not live yet. I still got to do electrical in the basement. We ran new line. It's just hanging. So I got to go down and hook that up. We've got the old fridge line over here that we got to remove. That's on its own circuit. It's going to be put on this opposite wall where the fridge is over here. That's not live. Of course, that's not live, and that's not live. So we got to get them hooked up. We can't do the upper one yet till we get our cabinet in and get this where the television's going to go. We got to hook up our plumbing. But we did do our paint around the room. We picked our paint color, painted that around where the cabinets are going to go. We painted our alcove for our refrigerator. And so this is coming together. We've got a couple cabinets together. Got them installed. Now we're going to work on the soffit. So the soffit, I think, is probably going to be its own video. I got to figure out how we're going to do it. Dawson's going to help me design it. Like I said, if we do vertical boards, it'll look funny probably if they don't line up exactly with the other. I don't know if I want to get into that detail or not. I could turn them around, make them look like a shiplap. Don't know yet. But stay tuned, and we'll keep going on this series. But I ordered a couple different size cabinets because we extended and changed the size and the locations. So I'm pretty much at a dead end. I don't have another cabinet to go over there yet. And I'm missing base cabinets over here. So we can't continue on this, but I will work on the soffit now. So stay tuned, and thanks for watching.